we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yo.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Hey. 13.
To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
12.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
11 mighty. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
On one, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here we go.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touch. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Jackson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Second and 8 coming up. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. In motion comes the tight end left. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle, Nwangu. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, report. You change it.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
13.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jackson. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jackson now. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And some space here. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now a first carry for their fullback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Slot man moves right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. In motion right is Hopkins. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook up the gut. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
11, mighty.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On 2, ready?
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.